This is The Healthy Healer, where true voice is your medicine. This is where we help doctors and other healers navigate through the challenging times by learning from the best minds in the healing industry. Laugh, cry, and be surprised. It's entertainment, education, and inspiration so you can continue to be the unique and amazing healer you were destined to be. Welcome to humanity. Welcome to The Healthy Healer with Dr. Fred.
Hello, Healthy Healers. This is Dr. Fred, your host for the Healthy Healer podcast. And it is my honor to inform you that we had a fantastic interview this week with a true and honest healthy healer. This is a man who has lived a life actually learning how to contribute to human beings and doing so out on its own in the open seas, in the open oceans, in the deep waters, and he's even on his way to Antarctica and to Easter Island this next couple weeks to do some more sailing. The man has sailed all over the world, and sounds like even from San Francisco to across the Pacific, or at least to Hawaii. And the man has done so much in the world of marine biology and in really getting related to what's going on in the deep waters with the marine mammals, specifically the whales and the dolphins. But he's done so much to learn about what humanity's about as well. And what has he learned is that we are much more aware and in tune and in charge and in cause of how our life goes than what we previously thought. He's done some work in the last 15 years in the world of epigenetics, but also goes back about 50 years, back in the day when he was looking at meditators who were able to withstand what otherwise would have been excruciating, painful experiences, and to do so in a calmness that he compares to seeming like they were on a beach. And the idea here is that our soul and our choices and our decisions actually propel our DNA or our predispositions to lead us to healthy lifestyles or unhealthy lifestyles, respectively. That we are more in charge of this than what we typically think or what we've been taught. And that in our decisions, our lifestyle decisions and the decisions we make on how to care for ourselves and the people and the things around us, we are able to direct or at least propel our DNA and our pre-existing genetics and pre-existing constitution to express particular diseases or healthy related events or constitutions or contributions to our life as we're going on. So we are really at the steering wheel. We are really at the joystick, and the choices that we make actually help our body, our mind, and our spirit reflect what it is that we are experiencing. The experiences that we're having are nearly always more overwhelming than anything we can control. What Dr. Pelletier spoke to was accept what is and then move on. And we discussed together how that might be the only two major steps to do as a human being. And that includes all things. So it's more in line with the Welcome to Humanity approach than you might otherwise think. Simply getting that, charting a direction, and then heading in that direction and using some forms of humanity-based simplicity is how we get to where we get to. There's multiple things to learn from this, but one thing to learn is that we might still come down with conditions that are ailments or that are imbalances or dis-eases. And these conditions, such as the ones he brought up, which was like late in life Parkinson's disease, or even a midlife Alzheimer's dementia diagnosis, do not leave us naturally unhealthy, so that it's in fact possible to have a disease and be healthy about it. Now that might seem like an oxymoron. It might seem ironic that I could put those two things together, that you could have a disease and be healthy at the same time. But that does appear to be what Dr. Pelletier is bringing forth, and for which I agree, which is if you can get that you are not your disability, just along the same lines, that you are not your feelings, you are not your experiences, you are not the life that is happening in front of you. There is someone here who is in a greater divine charge of what it is you do, the choices you make, how you be as a person with yourself and with others, as well as with the environment. that has a great say in how your life is lived and whether or not it can be seen and experienced as an exquisite and honest and genuine and authentic expression of your soul, of your divine soul moving forward. Like who you get to be in life is dictated or in no small part informed by the choices and decisions you make in life and not the other way around. So that there's something that lives outside of our DNA, outside of our physical constitution, outside of who we are and what we were born with that actually causes or can even assist us in avoiding or sidestepping the imbalances, diseases, and discomforts that we have in life. This is really an extraordinary concept. And when it sits in the science of somebody as learned as Dr. Pelletier, and that he has received this information ontologically, spiritually, educationally, experientially, this is somebody who really has gotten to the bottom of what it means to live and to live a healthy life. And this is what he expresses that his findings are consistent with. There's something so inspiring about this for me that has it be that maybe we're all on the right track when we consider that there might be nothing inherently wrong with any of us. He spoke to the whole and completeness of the orca whale, for instance, who doesn't have a home, it doesn't have a TV, it doesn't have an internet to watch, or it doesn't have the troubles and trials and tribulations that us humans think are part of life, and yet is completely whole and complete in the environment that they're living in. And if we saw ourselves that way, we could see that our lives and our imbalances are somehow self-induced and self-made, and therefore can be removed as well, or properly regarded and responded to in a way that leaves us healthy, whether or not we have apparent imbalances or tragedies or discomforts or even miseries in our life. So I really love the conversation that I had this week. And the question is, do you know that you can be healthy and have a disease at the same time? If you have some ideas about this, I would love to see your comments below in the chat. And certainly am grateful and appreciative that you were able to listen and watch this particular podcast this week, as well as this short on the afterwards. So thank you so much for being a dedicated listener to The Healthy Healer. I'm so glad you're here. It's great to have these interviews and conversations, and I hope you enjoy them as well. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe and at the very least share, comment, and like below so that other people can get access to these beautiful conversations. Thank you again for being here. We'll catch you on the flip side. I love you. Bye for now.